Okay, now let's look at the bases. All right, so the base effect's pretty important because the base is going to get our origin point. So this is our starting waypoint, and then this base is our ending waypoint. And then the path is built between the two. And so we need to be able to do that. So how does that work? First of all, let's start with the friendly base. The friendly base has a waypoint and a cube editor. The cube editor is so that the friendly base is movable on the grid. Right, so it moves on the grid just like other cubes do. And then it has the friendly base script. So what the friendly base script does is it provides something that I can search for, find objects of type friendly base. But friendly base has the waypoint access. So it accesses the waypoint object and then returns it. This is a public property that allows me to get the waypoint from a different location, specifically from the enemy base. So the enemy base has a waypoint. The enemy base is over here. Okay, the enemy base has a waypoint, it has a cube editor, so it can be moved back and forth, just like the other one. The Pathfinder is moved from the world to the enemy base. Okay, it looks like I haven't set those to the prefab. And the Pathfinder is moved to the enemy base, and then the spawn point now has the enemy prefab, okay, which is the enemy movement, although it could be the stat block. But anyway, it's this guy. This enemy here is put inside. The spawn interval is set to 3. The maximum spawns is set to 5. So let's look at this and see how it works. The Pathfinder is a little bit different because I now use an algorithm called getPath. It just loads the waypoints and resets the waypoints in a wake. So instead of getPath gets, the starting waypoint and ending waypoint are provided to it. I don't save these anywhere. Okay, they're just provided. And then we build the path and return it in the array. Just boom, just like that. So that's all the Pathfinder is used for. The spawn point is how my bad guys are created. And so it has the enemy prefab, the spawn interval, max spawns, the Pathfinder reference, and then the path that we build or built, because we're going to assign this path to every enemy that spawns. In fact, this is actually unnecessary. We don't need to save the Pathfinder. Anyway, we get the Pathfinder here. We get the starting point, which is our waypoint. That's this waypoint of the enemy base. Find object of type friendly base and get its waypoint. That'll be the end. Build a path from start to end, and then start the coroutine where we spawn the enemy prefab. So now, technically speaking, we don't need to pass the enemy prefab in because I save it as a member variable, but I did anyway for reasons only known to me at the time. For the current spawns is 0. Current spawns less than max spawns. All right, so we're incrementing. We're going to spawn however many times our max spawns are. Enemy movement, instantiate. Enemy prefab, transform. And then enemy.follow the path. Okay, and yield for the spawn interval. And then go back and do it again. You can see here is my cheat code from before on how to do the coroutines. There we go. That is how the bases work for this version of Rome Rush.